Hello and welcome. My name's Candice and I'm a personal trainer, and today we're going to do an Ashtanga style yoga flow. So when you're ready, come to the top of your mat. We're going to start up by inhaling the arms up, exhale down to the toes. Inhale for a half lift. As you exhale, place the hands onto the floor and step back to down dog. Whilst here, feel free to pedal the legs slightly to stretch out the back of the legs. Take 3 long deep breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to step forwards, bring the feet to the hands, breathe in for half lift. Exhale down to the toes for fold. Inhale all the way back to the top and come back to standing with prayer hands. Inhale up, hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive to the toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, place the hands on the floor and jump back. Chaturanga, up dog. And push the hips up and back into a comfortable down dog for 3 breaths. Take nice, slow, deep breaths. When you're ready, looking forward, bend the knees, come up on the toes and jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down to the toes. Inhale, all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, down to the toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga, up dog. Push the hips up and back for down dog. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, jump the hands between the feet between the hands. Breathe in for half lift. Breathe out and down to the toes. Breathe in, come all the way up to the ceiling. Breathe out, bring the hands to heart center. Breathe in, take the hands up to the ceiling. Breathe out, swan dive to the floor. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, take the hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga, up dog. Push the hips up and back for down dog. Right foot up to the ceiling, step it between the hands. Come up for warrior 1. Hands back to the floor, step back, drop to chaturanga, push up to up dog, push the hips up and back for down dog. Take the left foot up to the ceiling, step it between the hands, take the arms to the ceiling for warrior 1. Hands back to the floor, step it back, drop down for chaturanga, up dog. And then push the hips up and back for down dog. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Really allow yourself to relax in this one. Taking nice long deep breaths. When you're ready, come up on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, jump the feet between the hands. Breathe in, arms to the ceiling. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Breathe in, hands to the ceiling. Breathe out, down to the toes. Breathe in for half lift. Breathe out, hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga. Push up for up dog. Push the hips up and back into down dog. Right foot to the ceiling, step it between the hands. Coming up to warrior one. Take the hands back to the floor, step back, chaturanga, up dog. Pushing the hips up and back for down dog. Take the left foot to the ceiling, step it between the hands, bringing the arms up for warrior one on the other side. Hands back to the floor, step back, drop down for chaturanga, up for up dog, pushing the hips up and back for down dog. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Allow yourself to relax here. Maybe move your head around a little bit just to loosen your neck and shoulders. And coming up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, jump the feet between the hands. Breathe in, half lift, out to the toes. Breathe in, and we're coming up to chair. And hold, and all the way up to the ceiling. And we'll come to prayer hands, and then Tadasana. We're then going to step out into a wide stance, feet facing forwards. Reaching the hands up to the ceiling and folding forwards. Breathe in for a half lift. Breathe out and just allow yourself to fold completely forwards. Breathe in, take the hands to the hips and breathe out as you come up. And we're going to take a chest stretch here. Just pressing the hands into the lower back and leaning back, and then we're just going to come back to the forward fold. Breathe in for a half lift. Breathe out, take hold of the back of the ankles and just really allow yourself to collapse into the fold. Breathe in, hands to the hips, breathe out and stand up. We're now going to take the hands behind the back, clasp the hands together and really pull to open up the chest. Big breath in, and as you exhale we're going to fold forwards. Keeping those shoulders pulled away from the ears and really trying to stretch out that chest still. Breathe in, come back up to standing, and release the hands and give yourself a bit of a wiggle. We're going to turn the right foot out, bend the knee, take the arms up and look over that right hand for warrior two. Take deep breath here. Straighten the right leg, lean forward slightly and drop down for triangle. You can take the hand to the floor, to the ankle, to the shin, wherever is easiest for you. You can even use a block at this point. And we're coming back up. Turning the right foot back to the front and the left foot out to the side. We're then going to bend the left knee, looking over the left hand this time for warrior two on the other side. Taking lots of deep breaths. straighten the left leg, lean forward slightly, drop the left hand to the floor or to your ankle, to the shin or to a block, whatever is easiest for you, and looking up at the right hand towards the ceiling. Coming back up to centre, we're going to step the right leg forwards, back into Tadasana at the top of the mat. Big breath in, hands to the ceiling. Breathe out, down to the toes. Breathe in for half lift. And as you breathe out, with the index finger, take hold of the big toes and give yourself a very good stretch on the back of the legs as you bow the elbows out to the side. Take 3 deep breaths here. Breathe in for half lift. And as you breathe out, slide the hands underneath the feet for a more intense stretch of the back of the legs. We'll take 3 more big deep breaths here. Take the hands out from the feet, breathe in, half lift. Take the hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga. Push up for up dog. Push the hips up and back into down dog. We're going to come down onto the elbows and forearms. Might have to come up a bit higher on the toes for Dolphin. Just trying to keep the head off and go for a real stretch in the shoulders here. If you're able to, link your hands, place your head on the floor. We'll go for a supported headstand. If you can't get both legs up, just keep trying to kick them up. You can take 1 foot off at a time. If you're able to go straight up, then you can manoeuvre the legs around a little bit for added balance. Or just take a few breaths wherever you are. And then just try your best to control your descent. Take the knees wide on the mat, feet together, hands by the feet, and we're going to child's pose for 3 long controlled breaths. If this is at all uncomfortable, you can take the arms outstretched in front of you, or you can even bring your knees in for a narrow child's pose, whatever suits you. When you're ready, we're going to come up onto hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and we're going to take cat-cow. So breathe in for cat, breathe out, tuck the chin in for cow, breathe in, look up for cat, breathe out, tuck the chin in for cow, breathe in, look up for cat, breathe out, tuck the chin in for cow. Come to a flat back, and then with a nice neutral back, we're just going to rock backwards and forwards just to warm up the wrists and stretch the back of the hands. Do this a few more times. Breathe out as you go back, breathe in as you go forwards. And then we're going to take the hands to the mat, place the head down, and we're going to tripod headstand. Again, if you are unable to go up into the headstand, just start working with trying to get 1 foot off and then the other. If you can, come up into a controlled headstand, and we're going to hold this for 2 deep breaths and then drop down for a controlled hold at the halfway point, taking it back up, and then we're going to drop down into crow, lifting the head back off the floor, jumping it back for chaturanga, up dog, hips up and back for down dog. We'll take 3 long breaths here. Take the hands nice and wide. When you're ready, come up on the toes, bend the knees, look forwards, and try to jump through the hands and then push the feet through. We're going to take a seated position here. Flex the feet, legs out straight, back straight, arms straight, palms on the floor. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. And bend the legs, place the hands on the floor, lift and jump back for chaturanga, up dog, hips up and back for down dog. We'll take a few deep breaths here, again keeping the hands very wide so that you have the ability to jump through. Coming up onto the toes, bending the knees, looking forwards, and try your best to jump through and take the feet through. We're then going to bend the right knee, tucking the right foot into the thigh of the left leg. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, fold over the left leg. Hold on to the toes, the ankles, the shin, whatever you can. When you're ready, press yourself back up. Cross the legs, hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga, up dog, hips up and back for down dog. Keeping those hands wide on the mat. And taking 3 long deep breaths. Come up on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, jump through. Taking the left foot to the inside of the right leg, breathe in and then fold over as you breathe out to the right leg. Again, holding on to the toes, the ankles, the shins, whatever's comfortable for you. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. When you're ready, push yourself back up to seated, cross the legs, hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga, up dog, hips up and back for down dog. And we'll stay here for 3 long deep breaths. Keep the shoulders and the neck nice and relaxed. You can manoeuvre the head from side to side to help relax the shoulders and neck whilst in down dog. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forwards, jump through the hands, take the feet out the front. We're going to take a twist this side, so bend the right knee, left elbow to right knee, right hand behind the body, and we're just going to twist round and look over that right shoulder. We'll stay here for a few deep breaths. Keeping that left foot flexed. And then release, cross the legs, hands to the floor, jump back, chaturanga, up dog. And then we're going to push the hips up and back for down dog. Again, we'll take a few deep breaths here. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, and then try to jump through the hands, feet out in front, and we'll take the twist on the other side. So bend the left leg, right elbow to left knee, left hand behind you, looking over that left shoulder, and we'll stay here for a few breaths, remembering to keep that right foot flexed and the right hand towards the ceiling. Release the twist, cross the legs, hands to the floor, jump back for chaturanga, up dog, push the hips up and back for down dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Again, keeping those shoulders and the neck nice and relaxed. Come up on the toes, bend the knees, look forwards, jump between the hands. Can do a half lotus or a full lotus and take the hands behind the body. I'm going to try and hold on to the forearms or the elbows and leaning forwards. Full body stretch. We're going to take 5 long deep breaths here. As you inhale, allow your chest to fill, and as you exhale, just allow your head to pull you further into your stretch. And come up, and we're going to, if you've had to do a half lotus, swap legs. If not, stay in your full lotus, and we're going to swap hands so that the hands are linked in the other way. Big breath in, sit up, and as you breathe out, folding forwards. If you have greater flexibility, you can even hold on to the feet if you're in full lotus. And again, we're going to take 5 long deep breaths as you breathe in, filling up the whole chest, and as you breathe out, allowing your head to pull you into more of a stretch. Just really allow yourself to relax. As you come back up, release the feet into a easy cross-leg position. Bring the hands in front of the knees with the index finger to the thumb and the other 3 fingers facing down to the ground. Close your eyes and take 5 long deep breaths here. And we'll use this to end our practice before we go into Savasana. Uncross the legs. We're coming up to a half boat, and from here just release yourself down to the floor, taking the feet wide, taking the arms to your sides. So we're going to bring the knees up, wrap the hands around the legs, and just give yourself a bit of a squeeze. Take the feet wide on the mat, hands by your sides, palms facing up, and we'll go into Savasana with our eyes closed. And as you breathe in, take your attention to your toes, your feet and your legs. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your hips, your stomach, your back and your shoulders. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. As you breathe in, take your attention to your fingers, your hands and your arms. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your in-breath, take your attention to your neck, your face, your head. And then as you breathe out, let the last of the tension leave the body. Take a deep breath here. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take your feet together, take the hands up and over the top of the head and really stretch from toes to fingers for a full body stretch. Roll yourself over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow, and take 2 long deep breaths. Begin to push yourself back up and come to an easy cross-legged position. Hands at heart center in prayer, and we'll take 3 final deep breaths here. Dip the chin. Just allow your body to still be nice and relaxed, eyes closed. Take the hands to the forehead and to the floor. Namaste. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this flow, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.